Good morning. Glad to be with you, talking to you about you and your business. It's got a lot to talk about on today's program. Delighted to have best-selling author, incredible entrepreneur, time manager extraordinaire, Daven Michaels, and a regular contributor here on The Price of Business, as always. Daven, welcome to the program. And before you introduce your guest, tell us real quickly about the great work of your most recent book and 123 Employee.
Absolutely, Kevin. Well, for those of you that don't know who I am, this is Daven Michaels, founder and CEO of 123 Employee, the premier outsourcing centers in the Philippines, and New York Times best-selling author of the book Outsource Smart. And 123 Employee is the premier outsourcing centers in the Philippines with hundreds and hundreds of employees all over the globe. We work with entrepreneurs and larger businesses. We do all their busy work in their business, call center activities, internet marketing, social media, telemarketing, and back office tasks. And Kevin, today I'm super excited to have a really awesome guest with us. Today we have Christine Brosnahan, and Christine is Senior VP and Chief Revenue Strategist in charge of contact center optimization at Aspire. And if you don't know Aspire, they're an international hospitality training and consulting firm based in Phoenix. Christine, you there?
I am.
Glad to have you on the program. Christine, tell us real quickly, kind of give us the overview of what Aspire is all about.
Sure. Aspire is, as you said, a training and strategic marketing company. And it's been around for just about 19 years. And it really is known as a company that likes to what we call disrupt the status quo. So its strategy and its focus is really to change the game to get different results. And it does it pretty innovatively. So we work with hospitality companies, technology, health service, nonprofits, just about everybody.
Daven?
Yeah, absolutely. So, Christine, tell us more. I really want to understand your business model. So, obviously, you're sort of a consulting firm, and so I suppose if I owned a chain of hotels, might I come to you, and what would be the promise? What would you do for our organization?
Well, again, our focus is really helping each of one of our customers make more money, which I think is what everybody does. But we innovatively focus on how can we do sales different, customer service different. We focus on leadership and brand culture. And it really is about helping individuals learn new competencies or improve the competencies they have. Because we believe that with stronger competency, you have stronger productivity and stronger performance. So it's about changing the game and thinking differently.
Is there a certain profile of the companies that you work with? Is there a sweet spot for you in terms of type of companies?
There really isn't. We've gone globally around the world. We focus. We've done small companies. We've done large companies. My focus is really more on the call center piece of it. And in the call center piece, again, we've done small to large. And it really is looking and dealing with companies that want to think differently. That's typically when they come to Aspire, is when they know they want to do something different. They have to do something different to get different results.
Mm-hmm. Daven?
Awesome. Yeah. So, Christine, your focus obviously is on the call center side, and I'd like to understand that a little bit more. So, do you actually go into these company call centers and help them create new programs? How exactly does that work?
Yeah, I do. Like we do with all of our clients. Before we start anything, it's really understanding who our client is. And when I say that, it's about who they are, who's their client, what's their brand culture, what are their employees like, what are their strengths, what are their weaknesses, and again, really spend time understanding their client, and then go in and really do an assessment of their call center. And when I go in and do an assessment, I want to understand their call flow, their staffing, how do they use their technology, how do they train, how do they onboard, what do they measure, why do they measure it, and really start from A to Z. And as a result, when we leave a call center, typically what we find is their conversion levels are 5 to 10 points higher, which in the hospitality industry is significant growth. We see their overall production better, their revenue higher. Again, Aspire's been around for 19 years, and for 18 years we have a 96% retention rate, which I think says a lot about the results that we generate.
Yeah, by the way, I do want to mention Aspire can be found at aspiremarketing.com. That's ASPIRE, marketing.com. And Daven Michaels can be found over at 123employee.com. Daven, go ahead.
Yeah, so finally, just to sort of wrap up, Christine, I'm just curious a little bit more about the actual company. So how many employees do you have over at Aspire? What kind of business you guys doing?
Aspire is actually a fairly small company, so we have consultants that work in a lot of different areas around the world, but as far as our main core, we have a staff of 7, and we, again, based out of Phoenix, Arizona. If people want to learn more about us, they definitely can go to Aspire Marketing. We just produced a white paper that I think is really interesting called the 21st Century Contact Center Call Guide that they could download free at the site that I think would give them a really nice overview of what we focus on.
All right, got to wrap it up. Want to thank both of you for spending time with us and enjoyed the information quite a bit. Christine and Daven, by the way, Daven at 123employee.com. And Christine, you can find her over at aspiremarketing.com. Thanks to both of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
When we come back, much more for you. I do want to remind you, best content here shows up over there at usdailyreview.com, and you're listening to The Price of Business.